Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today it is Gundam Thursday. If you don't know what Gundam Thursday is, Gundam Thursday, well, it's a new series. That's probably why you don't know what it is. Well, Gundam Thursday is the day that we talk about Gundams. I don't know what my friend is doing in the background. See if he that's a main place. So if you go sub to him, and yeah. So. But anyway, get back to the video at hand. Gundam Thursday is a day where I talk about Gundam related topics like Gundam news, Gundam models. Like if I ever get a model on a Thursday, unbox it, build it, and then review it. My bad. But yeah, that's what I was saying, and then. I'll talk about like upcoming stuff. Like if I do some research on some pre-ordered stuff, I'll probably do it on that too. And yeah, so let's get on to the thing. But yeah, guys, before we get into the video, let me say a few things. So it's gonna be a top 10 video of It's gonna be a top 10 video of like Gundams I feel like will be good for beginners, and I want my friends on Discord to stop harassing me. But yeah, so it's gonna be top 5 and top 10. So top 10 in general, but so top 5 master grades and high grades for beginners. So it's gonna be 2 separate lists. So without further ado, let's get back on into the video. So at number 5, aka number 10. So number 5 for high grade is, well, it's not going to be a separate kit. I'm just going to say it's a line. This one's going to be a line. So it is going to be the very first high grade seed line. I don't know why I said high, but high grade seed line. But if you don't know what the difference between a high grade and a master grade is, a master grade is pretty much, it has more detail and bigger than a high grade. So like a high grade is 1/144th scale the size of the actual robot in Japan, but a master grade is 1/100th the size of the robot in Japan. And with it we had those are scales, and so yeah, those are the scales, and that's the definition of the grade. So without further ado, let's get into the grades. Well, not grades. Master grade. So yeah, number 5 for high grade, I should say. It is the very first seed line. If you don't know what the seed line is, the seed line was the very first line of Gundams of the anime known as Gundam Seed, which to me, I kind of liked it. I didn't like the way they did like the very first models. Like there's the Perfect Strike. It had polycaps, but it really, like, for parts that really needed polycaps, but it didn't have polycap parts for what they really needed it. And I just kind of felt like that. Okay, that made me feel like, okay, what's the point of having polycaps if you don't really need it? It's different with the Destiny, because that was a revive kit, and that had something. That was like the very first high grade where you didn't need polycaps for. And I was like, and that was like a test thing, you could say, or not a test, like a second test thing of it. But in the so yeah, like the one I'm specifically talking about is the Perfect Strike. It's not that I don't like it. It's just certain things that are irritating to me. It's like where the arm goes, like where the arms go. That's kind of irritating to me. It's like because it looks like you need a polycap there, but you really don't. Like it's just like an arm it's just like a peg that's like you build when you're putting in the arm to go in. Like you just stick that thing in your socket. So I'm using my own body as an example. But yeah, and with it, it makes you feel like, and to me it makes me feel like, okay, so is this what Bandai, I hadn't had their idea of good hobby. I'm kind of glad they changed it. So yeah, next up, at number 5, and at number 5 for the Master Grade line, the Master Grade Justice 2017. It's not that it's a bad kit. To me, I just feel like it's not good for beginners because of the fact that, well, first I should say, do at what I did. Like, start off with high grades for a few kits. Like, for your first 5 kids, start off as high grades, and then work your way up to 1-100 high grades. And then do that. Like, if you feel like you want to start off with a 1-100 high grade, do that, and then go to a master grade, so you know what the feeling is. The 2 master grades I wouldn't recommend for the line, I wouldn't recommend for beginners would be the Vercon line. But there is some exceptions to that rule. I haven't built the original RX Verca or the Wing Zero Verca. I heard those were easy kits to do. You had the patience to do them. But yeah, the reason why I say the Justice is because, to me, the Justice was meh. I liked it. Don't get me wrong, I liked it. But I feel like it feels like I mainly wanted it to see if it was compatible with the other striker packs, and vice versa. It wasn't, because I wanted to make I wanted to make like an Ale Justice or a Sword Justice. If you catch my drift. So, but no, it was. I mean, I want to say it was anticlimactic because I got so hyped for the kit, but I just it's not that I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed myself. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I feel like because with Seed, the Seed kits they're kind of mainly known for like striker pack compatibility. Like, for instance, all the Strike Gundams, like the Strike Noir, Strike Rouge, however you say it. IWSP Luke O'Donnell, Strike, regular Strike, Eclipse Gundam that's coming out soon. Those are all known for, pay no attention to main place YT, asking me if I wanted something. I say, but yeah, it goes right in. With it, I just felt like, okay. So if I get the Providence Gundam, or if I get the Freedom Gundam, they get the trio set. Will those two be Striker Pack compatible? Because those came out during the same year, and I'm kind of scared if they aren't, because especially with the Freedom and specifically the Providence, because that thing has a lot of pieces. If one thing falls off, I feel like the whole thing's gonna be ruined. But anyway, that's just me. It's a great kit. I kind of would recommend it for beginners. And at number 4, for high grades. Yeah. So, and at number 4, guys, I don't know why I hit 5 on 4. Number 4 for high grades is the Wing line. And I know what you're gonna be saying. There's really not that many kits for the high grade Wing line. And yeah, it kind of is, it kind of isn't. Like, TV accuracy, kinda. But yeah. Yeah, so with it, hold on, I'm gonna parch. Gatorade, I'm drinking some Gatorade, not sponsored.
Sponsor them. Sponsor him. Oh, guys, by the way, he's in my house right now. My house. I own it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you see a monitor, that's his setup.
Yeah, don't show him.
See the lights? Yeah, he is. So, as I was saying, with the high grade Wing TV line.
Subscribe to me.
Subscribe to him, as you used to.
And subscribe to CJ.
Yeah, subscribe to both our channels. And yeah. So, as I was saying, with the high grade Wing line, to me, it's not that bad of a line. But I mean, you could expect more from it. You could say. I only built 2, which was the high grade heavy arms and a high grade wing EW, not wing EW, wing TV. And those were short kits, you could say. Well, like short in size and in kit and pieces, because they're really not that big. Like a master grade, I think the master grade is like big as my hand. That's how but big as his head.
Oh.
That's how small the master grade line would be. But with it's a great line, but I mean, you guys, to me, it's just like, it's like lacking in a few things. But I mean, so what it lacks in accessories and makes up for in creativity. Well, that's for me. Like I see someone on Instagram make a dio of like the wing proto master grade, like its wings got shot off and I like boosters on the back. I like how he did it, so yeah. But in the meantime, and at number 3, well, number 4 for the master grades, and number 4 is pretty much what's gonna be the wing line. I'm not gonna have to explain it. So and at number 3, high grades.
Right now.
Okay, guys, and so this is gonna be a speed through. So number 3, and I'm gonna be giving these special awards. So creativity, articulation, and size. It's gonna be kind of small. So number 3, I'll tell you. So number 3, it will be the high grade and master grade 00 line. So I wouldn't recommend starting out with a master grade 00 line, because I built the curios. It's kind of difficult to do, but it's kind of not difficult to do. If you know what you're doing, it's not difficult at all. Like if you built a Gundam before, if you built like a flight transformation master grade, you know what you do. You know what you gotta do. I never even built a flight transformation master. So and at number 3, high grade and master grade, which as I was saying was the 00 line. Easy kits, fun kits to do. Kind of expensive, but kind of not if you're looking for what you get. And at number 2, high grade and master grade, the Iron Blood Orphan kit. Well, Barbator's master grade for. It's not the easiest you could say, but the 1 in 100 high grade, I'll count those as kind of easy. If you know what you, like I said with the number 2 or number 3, if you know what you're doing, you can. It's kind of easy. If you don't know what you're doing, like if you've never built a Gundam in your life, then yeah, it's hard to do. But it's kind of easy if you know what I mean. If you do it right, just follow the instructions, take your time, and boom, done. And at number 1, well, real quick. So number 3 got creativity. Number 2 got articulation, because you can pull off a lot of poses. At number 1, high grade is the original Granddaddy Gundam, and the same thing with the master grade, the original Granddaddy Gundams. So the Granddaddy Gundam has more versions of it than I have fingers and toes. Yeah, that's a lot of versions, but and different sizes, different versions. But yeah, but specifically the origin, both high grade and master grade. I have never built any of them. I've only built the revive, like the revive master high grade. I never even built the master grade. The only Amuro suit I built was the new Verka, and that thing was kind of difficult. It's just annoying, I would say. But yeah, don't forget. So yeah, guys, I give number 1 for poses. I said size. I was just gonna change it to poses. Articulation is put kind of poses, but the poses I put in, you would not. It surprisingly can bend that far without breaking.